going on? I'm going to take you guys through a full research and deciding guide for what sale I'm going to go to this weekend. So there right now are three really good sales within my area that I want to go to, and I want to show you guys my thought process for picking what sale I want to go to on estatesales.net. Right now, I don't know which sale I want to go to, so it'll be a great video for myself because I'll also be able to go through and further examine each video, and you guys will be able to see the decision making behind my head and basically see what I'm thinking as someone who's gone to sales for over 5 years and how I decide what sale I want to go to. So first off, we're going to jump into estatesales.net, which is how I find all my estate sales. And let's go and look at the first sale. So how this works is the first sale that I want to go to on estatesales.net, it's pretty far away from the other sales that I want to go to. So there's two sales that I want to go to that I would be able to go to both of them, and I can get first crack at both of them. One starts at 8:30 and one starts at 10. So I'll probably be able to get to one and then go to the other and still get in first. And of course, you guys know getting in first is a huge priority. If you guys are not in first, you're probably going to be missing out on 90 to 80% of all the profits of that garage sale. I would say within the first 20 to 30 minutes, if you're not in that first wave, most of the profits are gone. So make sure you're going to be in that first wave. That's always going to be on the top of my mind is if I can get in first wave and how long I'm going to have to wait there to make sure I'm between numbers 1 through 10. Here it is. Okay, so this is the one sale where if I went to it, I wouldn't be able to go to any other sales. So it's really gonna have to outweigh the other two sales, which I'll show you guys next. They're really good as well, and I would be able to go to two of them. So this estate sale is in Norwalk, Connecticut. It starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. So for a sale like this, I'm gonna get through everything, but I would honestly I might have to get there close to 5 hours early tomorrow. So that could mean me waking up at like 3 o'clock in the morning just to get to the sale. So you gotta think that's a lot of time I'm putting forward. The other sales I would not have to get there that early. So this sale is definitely gonna require more work, but I'll show you guys why it might actually be worth it. There's stuff here that I've never seen before. The amount of stuff is just ridiculous. So let's jump in. I'll just go through the pictures basically and explain things of how I'm looking for things that might be valuable, things I've sold before, and just basically how I think. So basically, I'm just looking for things that I sell, I know are worth money. Like, for example, I know bikes are worth money. I know like stuff like something like this definitely could be worth a lot of money. And if I had more time, I'd be searching for everything. But right now, I want to focus in on what I know. I leave more of the expanding my knowledge to when I'm actually at the sale. Like if I see this bike and they're trying to sell it to me and I can get it for cheap and basically learn about more vintage bikes, I might do that. But it's also big, bulky. I don't know if it's worth anything. So right now, I'm not going to be focusing on that. I'm going to be focusing on what I actually know. I've gone through this once or twice now, so I'm going to basically just point out the things that I know I'm keep my eye out for. So I've done really well with license plates. So license plates like this are actually going to be really good. You want to look for sets and things that are a little bit older. So you can see the little bit older ones right here are definitely more beat up. If these weren't beat up, they could be worth, a little, probably close to $100. But since they're so beat up, nothing crazy. I don't know how international license plates do, but those would be something I would look up later. Let's see. My dog is barking. I'm sorry for that. But basically, I'm just trying to keep my eye out, see if I see anything that catches my eye. Stuff like this, I don't usually buy, but I know it's really, really good. Gas station advertisements. So if I'm there and I see it's cheap, I'll definitely try to pick it up. But not something I want to put too much weight on because I know people usually price up stuff like that. Looking at books, old vintage toys. I forget the name of those things, but stuff like that. Wouldn't put too much value on. Could be worth something, but I just don't deal with that type of stuff. Okay, so what is so great about this sale and something that really differentiates this from anything I've ever seen is the amount of cameras at the sale. I was talking with another reseller and he estimated there's over 500 cameras at this garage sale. So I mean that's like a whole lifetime collection of cameras, and not just like crappy like $5-10 cameras. There's some cameras in here that could be worth thousands of dollars. It seems like there's gonna be a lot of digging going on if I go here. So there's a lot of stuff here. You can see these are all lenses. You can see these are all similar cameras. I usually sell these. I pick these up a lot. They're very common. I usually pick them up for around $10 to $20 and usually go from between $50 and $100. So I mean that right there could be like $500 plus at least worth of cameras just in that one little shelf. That could be $500 worth of lenses. It's there's a lot of money in cameras, and I don't think they could really research everything. So I would zoom in over here. Oh, that just zoomed in me. Okay, nice. But I know what is it called? That this is a good camera, and it has the model number over here. I can see it better on my phone, which is where I usually look at the pictures, but it's better to record. So I'd go on my phone, basically research this camera, research the model number because I could see it more clearly, and then I'd have an idea of, hey, I know if I see that camera, I'll pick it up for if it's I can still make my money off it. So basically, that's $500 probably, maybe probably over $1,000 for the cameras just right there. And then I'll show you guys where something like this. I've sold a lot of these before. They have a very similar design, and they usually don't go for anything. So I'm not putting a lot of value on that, even though it's like 25, 30 cameras. I picked up a lot of cameras in that style before, and I usually can't get any money for something like that. Let's see. So I'm just still looking for stuff that I know. Okay, here it is. So I don't pronounce this right, but it's called Leica. I'm probably butchering that, but this is a huge, huge camera name, and it's called the Leica M6. I can see that because I'm looking at the name, which is Leica, and then M6. So at first, when I saw this, I knew Leica was a really good brand, but I didn't know how much it would be worth. So I was just looking for something, and I did not think it'd be worth this much. But we go over here. So we go Leica M6. We're on eBay, and we see it's going for close to $3,000. This is not sold. I mean, the sold comps are closer to 2,500. But still, I mean, it's the same one listed for $3,300. So Leica is a really high-end camera manufacturer. So chances are, I mean, I've been doing research on 800 cameras, you're definitely going to know Leica is a big name. And I'll show you guys why I know that and why I know they're probably going to price it around $2,000, maybe a little bit less. But they're definitely going to have this camera marked up. And it's not something I'm putting too much emphasis on because I know Leica is a really, really big name within the camera industry. So I'm not going to put that much value on because I know other people are going to know how much it's worth. It's not like some hidden gem. But that is it right there. A lot of other stuff, a lot of toys, a lot of cameras. It's a lot of the same things, a lot of just these cameras. But the thing is that worries me a little bit is these cameras don't look that of high quality and that valuable. Nothing really flashes my eye besides that Leica. Vintage posters always do well. Stuff like this, die-cast mini cars definitely catches my eye. Definitely put some weight on that. It seems like this house just has so much stuff. It seems like I'd be at this house for probably 2 to 3 hours if I was here. Um, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of stuff. You don't see sales like this very often. I know whatever sale I go to, I'm probably gonna be thinking about the other one, but I mean, vintage posters like this, that could be thousands upon thousands of dollars just worth of vintage posters right now. I'd pull those out and see things that catch my eye. I'll show you. I mean, like stuff like this, old movies, old maps like this. You can tell it's old. It has that little yellow tint to it. It has like a vintage look. So something like that, I'd probably pick up. It's just stuff is everywhere at this house. It's just absolutely packed. So that gives you guys a good idea of what the sale. It's crazy. I mean, bikes I know are worth big money, and that's a lot of them. And this guy has a lot of good stuff. So yeah, that's the first sale. So we're now jumping into the next sale that I can go to. This sale would be before the other one that we're gonna look at. This sale starts at 9 a.m., but they always open up 30 minutes early. So I'm taking that into account because the other sale opens up at 10 a.m. And if it opened up at 9, like it said it does, I probably wouldn't be able to get to both sales on time. But because I know they open up at 8:30, I'm probably gonna go there and then get there, get what I need to get done as fast as possible, then get over to the other sale because isn't a great sale. There's only really one thing I want here, so I'll show you guys that quickly. This first off, there's some good cameras, vintage cameras like this. No one really thinks that they have too much value. You'll probably get charged $5-10 for each of these cameras, and stuff like this always sells really well. Usually around $30-40 a camera like this. And then the thing that caught my eye was right down here. Oh, I didn't see this either. But camcorders like this, always take a look at. I've done really well with stuff like this. Always something you should be on the lookout for. But what really caught my eye, besides the Hess trucks, which you should really stick away from, are the Wii and Xbox games. So Wii games usually aren't crazy, but they have so many of them. This is probably close to $300 for the Wii games, I would say, with the Wii included. Some big names you want to look for are obviously the Mario and um, mostly just Mario, Wii Sports Resort, and stuff like that. Some bigger games are the Mario Party 8, the Pokemon, the Mario Kart Wii, Mario Sports Mix, and you can see there's another Mario game right there. That's the new Super Mario Bros. Probably close to $300 for the video games right there. So it's definitely an easy score, and I know I could probably get there first. So, what is this? This is around, I would guess, closer to $100 for the video games. So, I mean, nothing crazy, but if I can get there, get out really quick, I could probably pick up $500 in profit if I go there, which is really great. And I could do it. I could do both sales. So I would go there first, and then okay, here we go. This is the great sale. So the thing is with these estate sale companies, I know these people, and I've been going to their sales for such a long time. They don't take enough photos. They never do. They do it on purpose. They do it so you see these photos like, oh, it's kind of a good house. But they don't take photos of everything. First off, probably to save them time, but also just to intrigue you to say, well, oh, I don't know what else could be there. Maybe there's this, maybe there's A, B, and C, but you don't know because they don't take pictures. Um, and they don't picture anything. So there's a lot of stuff in this house, and it's really in a great area. This thing caught my eye. It's a really vintage camera. I bought something like this, and I've been searching up graphics. I couldn't find the exact model, but this thing could be close to like $300. I haven't done enough research on it. I haven't found an exact sold comp for how much this one is sold for. So I would estimate the value to be around $300, so which is great. But it just seems like a really good house. That's something I do a lot of the times. I see, especially if you're a company like this where I know they don't take photos of everything. I could say, hey, this looks like a really good house. It's in a really, really rich neighborhood. So I think if I go to this house, there's probably gonna be stuff that's not pictured that I could pick up and make money off of. So I know that's the case for this house. Plus, there are baseball cards from the 1920s, which are really, really expensive. So I've done some more research onto these baseball cards, but the thing is, they could be hundreds of thousands of dollars if they're the right players in the right years, which is not something I have right now to shell out on something that I don't really know. I'm not really willing to risk 100,000. I do baseball cards once in a while, but nothing like this. So unless I knew it was a really steal price, and I knew with 100% certainty that they're real, I'm not spending over probably, you know, $10,000-$20,000 because I don't do on baseball cards. I would need to know a lot more. I need to do a lot more research. So there's a chance and possibility that I can go there and spend close to $10,000, maybe more, if I know basically what they are. Are they authenticated? I mean, obviously not authenticated, but where are they from? Where did this homeowner get them from? Were they his? Did they buy them off somebody? So I want to know more of the story behind it. But I mean, that could be $100,000 with baseball cards, depending on what's in that box. There's a Honus Wagner card from this era that's worth over $100,000. I mean, I know the estate sale company is probably going to know that as well. But also records. Records are always great. I do buy a lot of records. That's something I'll be on the lookout for in the sale. But it definitely just seems like a super, super high end sale. Like whoever this homeowner was spent a lot of money on whatever they bought, and I've done really well with this company before. I've had my best estate sale ever with them, and they have sales very, very often. So right now, my plan of action is to go to this sale second, and the one that we went over with the video games before, that one first. Go there first, and then go to this estate sale second while I still have time, so I can get in there first, grab what I want, and then possibly, if I have enough time in the day, head over to that camera sale because there's so much stuff that I could dig out and probably still find, even though I won't be the first person in there because there's so much stuff in that house. It's probably going to take days, maybe even to dig through everything for everyone. I've done a lot of second, third day sales with digging sales, stuff like this, an estate sale like this where it's not a digging sale. Everything is basically out in the open of what you might find. You won't do well there if you don't get there within the first day. But if you get there within the first day, you're going to do really well because you're going to be able to grab the really valuable stuff. But in a digging sale like that, if you went after 2 hours, you could still find some really great stuff. So right now, my plan of action is to go to the video game sale first and then drive over to this sale probably and then be able to hit both sales and then possibly go to that other one after. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.